Hello there. I hope everything is going well for you. I'm Priscilla and I work for Billennium IT Services as a team leader. We are sometimes exhausted and the pandemic aggravated everything. Juggling work and family posed many difficulties for me. I had a difficult time. I was stressed out. Then I realized I wasn't doing things correctly. We can't change everything around us. However, the majority of the issues can be resolved with a proper self care. That's what I recently realized. So I'll go over a few pointers that work for me. Self care for software testers. First thing, we'll just go over the types of self care, which you can just keep in mind for the next time. So first, we'll start with a physical one. We all know that if you want your body to function properly, you need to take care of it, right? It's a holistic process. There is a strong link between your body and your mind. So only if you're feeling better, you can think better, right? So we have to pay enough attention to our physical, literally our body. So that in turn is going to have a positive impact overall your thinking process and your EQ as well. And the second type of self care which you have to focus is all about social. We all know self care requires socialization because you can't do greater stuff alone, right? However, it is often difficult to make time for friends, and it is easy to neglect your relationship when your work life becomes very hectic. We do better things when we are in groups, right? So we all know that's why there are a lot of communities out there, and we can proudly say QA communities are one of the like proud, active, efficient, and a group of selflessly helping people, I would call. And the third one, which we call it as like your professional self care, because right, work becomes part and parcel of your life. So professional healthcare is essential for those who are especially in the workforce. So we need to take time to chat with our coworkers, right? You should just speak and open up and just ask them about some crazy stuff. It can be about any of the favorite Netflix shows or the game which they watched for the last week. So just a kind of a crazy talk which opens up your mind and your coworker, and it helps to build a kind of stronger bonding between your in your workplace as well. So just try to develop some area of or hobby which is outside of your work, so that you don't want to stick on to your work or your laptop for a so long time. So only when you can find a balance between your professional and personal life, you'll be definitely able to succeed in the other aspects of your life as well. So that's the importance of your professional self care. And the next one, which we have to focus on, is like your emotional well being, because it's really a critical one, right? We mostly people won't speak up. Uh, we are not that. You may call us like a strong headed or very bold, but we are not that honest or strong to open up the mental issues or the problems whichever we had in our past, right? But that doesn't work that way. Sometimes you have to open up, speak to people, and that's why like even the team leaders and the managers have to be like open ears. Just listen what your team is trying to say. That's all you wanted to do for them. Most of the time your team is not expecting something like you have to do them this or that. It's just to give them a feeling that you are there for them, right? So emotional self-care is very important. You have to incorporate your emotional self-care into your life, like whether you have to talk to your partner or your close friend, or you have to find a mentor, just a kind of a leisure activity that helps you to vent out your emotions, right? So this is a very critical thing which most of us are not doing, and there is not something to be ashamed of as well, right? Everybody has their own mental struggles and depression which we are going through that. And spiritual, this is something which is how to say, not everybody has to be a kind of person who has some religion and they have to trust on it, right? It's something which has to do something with your nurturing your spirit. It can include anything that aids in developing a deeper sense of meaning, comprehension, or just a connection with the universe or just the things around you. It can be just a kind of a plant or any of your favorite star which you used to watch every day. So it's just a connect, right? So you can do many things, like you can start with your meditation, you can start attending your any of your religious services, and if you are really into any of your religion, you can start your prayers, which will definitely improvise your overall well-being or overall mental health, I would say. So these are the 5 major types of self-care. First step here is to like create an awareness, right? So you should know that these are the 5 different areas that you have to focus on when it comes to the overall or the holistic well-being, holistic approach to your well-being. So that's the goal of putting all these 5 together for you, so that you will get to know like this is what you have to be clear about. So these are the 5 important self-care types which you have to remember. So of course, this is not something related to your testing and all those things. I know that, but this is much more than that. I would say this is very important, and this has a lot to do with your personal and professional life. So a few practical tips, I would say, which was being helpful for me. So eat healthy, because once you start eating healthy, that has a lot of things to do, because it has an like kind of tied up relationship with multiple factors that affects your day, your sleep, your bowel health, and everything, right? So, and even your skin. So how does it look like? So this is not just a picky eating. So it comes with a practice. I know even I have a hard time picking right choices, and when I'm stressed up, I'll just go for some like binge watching and binge eating. I'll eat whatever I wanted to, but in long run, that's not going to help us. We have to fix it one day or other, right? So start to make some changes and move. So this is something like, when I'm not a kind of marathon person, but what I would say is like, whatever fits you, whatever fits you. If you want to run, if you can run. If you want to jog, you can go for jogging. Because I usually prefer brisk walking. That's it. I'm comfortable with that, and that helps me to open up a lot of closed thoughts, I would say. Most of my brilliant ideas, maybe I can just call it as brilliant. So whatever comes to my mind, or some kind of a brainstorming thought process, mostly it happens during my early mornings when I'm going for my brisk walking. So just try to find which is your genre and just work on it. And yeah, people say that sleep like a child. Anything which you're doing at the cost of your sleep is not worth of it. So just a small change. What I started doing is like these favorite. I know, because when there is a favorite, when there is a season, new season of your favorite series is coming out, of course nobody can control that. We wanted to watch. So that's how what I will watch. What I will do is like, I'll usually block my weekends, and I'll try to finish my all my cooking stuff as early as possible. And that afternoon till evening or till night, I'll make sure that I'm doing a series marathon, so that it's not disturbing my sleep, and at no cost. Please don't sacrifice your sleep. And yeah, taking a break when and wherever needed. Good. You need a power nap, go ahead and do that. It really makes a lot of sense. So other than that, this long vacation, yeah, yearly ones, it's really good to have. Yearly, you will really feel regenerated, like after your vacation, right? And it necessarily not needed to be in vacation, right? You can go for a spa, you can go for a pedicure, whatever. It's helping you to forget about the current stuff. And let us celebrate this Testers Day by emphasizing the significance of mental health. And thank you so much, Nishant and Fundo Testers, for this wonderful opportunity. And once again, happy Testers Day. Take care. Thank you.